Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into a Premier League match today.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
Bournemouth versus Tottenham.
At Vitality Stadium.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh,
This one, on paper, might not have jumped out as like a total barn burner.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, this thing was a roller coaster.
Really?
Bournemouth had this chance to climb above Tottenham in the standings.
Right.
And spoiler alert,
Okay.
they did it.
Wow. All right, so let's talk Bournemouth then. They pulled it off, huh?
They did. What was really interesting about this match is how Bournemouth just defied all expectations. I mean, they were really the underdogs going in.
Right.
But they controlled the pace, especially in that first half.
Yeah. You know, what I found really captivating about this match was how Bournemouth, like you said, they kind of defied expectations. They were the underdogs.
Yeah.
And they really just controlled the tempo, especially in that first half. It was impressive to watch.
Yeah, so let's unpack that first half. We
Okay.
had some early excitement.
Yeah.
With Solanke almost scoring against his former team, Tottenham.
Oh, wow.
But then, boom, 19-year-old Dean Huijsen, playing in, I think, only his third Premier League match, scores the only goal of the game off a corner.
Really?
Did you see that coming?
No, I mean, it was a brilliant play. Bournemouth's set-piece strategy, it was like clearly well-rehearsed,
Yeah.
And Huijsen's positioning was perfect.
Yeah.
He just found that space right between Tottenham's defenders.
Mm-hmm.
But even beyond that one moment, their high press was just suffocating Tottenham, just forcing errors, creating multiple scoring opportunities. It really felt like they had done their homework. They specifically targeted those weaknesses in Tottenham's midfield.
Yeah, it felt like Tottenham just couldn't get into any kind of rhythm.
Right.
But things did shift a little bit in the second half, right? They bring on Son Heung-min.
Of course, yeah.
And there's suddenly this, surge of energy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he even put one in the net. Yeah. It did?
But it was disallowed.
Offside.
For offside, yeah. Now, for those who might not be super familiar with the offside rule, it basically means a player can't receive a pass if they are closer to the opponent's goal line than the last defender when the ball is played. So it's all about timing and positioning.
Precisely. And those decisions, they often come down to millimeters. We saw that with Son's disallowed goal.
Yeah.
It really highlights the impact of VAR.
VAR.
Yes. The video assistant referee on modern football.
Yes. Yeah, it really adds a whole other layer of complexity.
It really does. It does.
And speaking of complexity, anyone who had seen previous Bournemouth-Tottenham matches might have been surprised by this kind of low score line.
Yeah.
6 of their last 9 games had over 3.5 goals.
Wow.
This one was a nail-biter. It really was, absolutely. And despite the lack of goals, I mean, it wasn't short on excitement. Bournemouth continued to create chances, with Justin Kluivert and Evanilson coming close.
Right, yeah.
But again, they were denied by the offside rule a couple of times and just some brilliant goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it felt like, every time Bournemouth got close, something would stop them.
Right.
I mean, it must have been so frustrating for their fans.
Absolutely.
Remember Marcus Tavernier?
Yeah.
I mean, he had multiple opportunities, just could not convert them.
That's tough. It's those what-if moments, right? Those can make or break a season.
Mm-hmm.
But gotta give credit to Bournemouth. They didn't let those missed chances demoralize them. They maintained that tactical discipline and ultimately, I think, secured a well-deserved victory.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what a victory it was.
Yeah.
Bournemouth held strong. Tottenham just couldn't find that equalizer.
Right.
And that final whistle blows with a 1-0 win for Bournemouth.
Wow.
That win bumps them up to 9th place.
Okay.
Above Tottenham.
Wow.
And only 1 point away from a European spot.
Wow, that's impressive.
And for those who are keeping score at home, a European spot means, they could qualify to play in a prestigious European competition.
Right.
Like the UEFA Champions League or the UEFA Europa League.
Absolutely. Yeah, and what's fascinating to me is that this wasn't just, a lucky win. Bournemouth's performance, I think, really speaks volumes about their growth as a team.
Yeah.
They were organized defensively, creative in attack,
Yeah.
and just showed remarkable resilience, I thought.
Right. So much to unpack here. I mean, this match leaves us with so much to think about. Did Tottenham underestimate Bournemouth? Can Bournemouth keep up this momentum and make a real run for a European competition spot?
Yeah.
It's going to be fascinating to watch the rest of their season unfold.
It really is. It is.
That's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.